Hi guys, I'm Erani Putri Chaniagio. So in this section, I will explain what that I understand about the listening TOEFL. So I will explain 17 skills in listening section. So this about the skill 1. The skill 1 is focus on the second line, which the second line of the conversation probably contains the answer to the question, and you have to listen to the first line of the conversation and then be ready to focus on the second line of the conversation because it probably contains the answer. Next is skill 2. Choose the answer with synonyms. It means that you listen to the second line of the conversation, focus on the keywords, that if you see any synonym, if you hear the synonyms for keywords in a particular answer, then you have probably found the correct answer. So the correct answer is the synonym of the words in the question. Right? Now, skill 3, that avoid similar sounds, that you have to identify keywords in the second line of the conversation and identify words in the answers that contain similar sounds and do not choose this answer. So, listen carefully that you have to avoid the similar sounds in these scales. So you have to choose the different sounds. Next is skill 4. Draw conclusions about who, what, and where. So it's probably this question is probably talking about who is talking, and what will he or she probably do the next after that, and where does the conversation probably take place. So that's the probably question that you have to know that in these skills. So now is the skill number 5. Listen for who and what in passive. So in this section, in these skills, if the conversation contains a passive statement, so the answer to the question often an active statement. And the other hand, if the conversation contains an active statement, the answer it will be often a passive statement. And you have to check carefully who or what is doing the action in this question. So guys, this is the skill 6. So listen for who and what with multiple nouns, that when there are multiple nouns in a sentence, it is common for the answers to confuse which noun does what. So you have to carefully for this question. Next is skill number 7, is listen for negative expressions. That negative expressions are very common, and the most common kind, the correct response to negative statement is a positive statement containing a word with an opposite meaning. So next is skill number 8, listen for double negative expressions, and it's in this sentence there is 2 negative sentence, double negative expressions, that you have to know the meaning of that sentence. So next to the skill number 9, listen for almost negative expressions. So these expressions, the meaning, the expression I will example. The example is expression hardly, barely, and only, and that meaning, the meaning of the expressions, it can be almost known. So you have to carefully. Yep. Next is skill number 10. Skill number 10 is listen for negatives with comparatives. So in this sentence there is a comparative sentence, and it will common with the negative sentence, but the meaning will be the positive. So this is the skill number 11. Listen for expressions of agreement. So in this sentence you have to you have to familiar with the sentence in the agreement with a positive sentence and the negative statement. So I will give an example for the positive statement. The positive statement, there is so do I, then me too, I'll say, isn't it? You can say that again. That's the positive statement with the agreement of the agreement. And the negative statement, you can say the speaker will say neither do I, or I don't either. So this is the skill number 12. Listen for expressions of uncertainty and suggestions. So the uncertainty for this sentence is like, isn't it? Then as far as I know, as far as I can tell. And for the suggestion, it's like, why not? And that let's. So you have to listen carefully for this section. So and you have to familiar with the uncertainty and suggestions statement. So next is skill number 13. So listen for emphatic expressions of surprise. The emphatic form is like I will example is did with emphasis, and the example is so he did not come to my house. So the meaning is like I thought he had not come to my house. So skill number 14 is listen for wishes. It's like if there is a sentence like this, I wish you were here. It means that you in this sentence, it's not here. So skills number 14 is listen for untrue conditions. It's like if you hear I will hug you. So the meaning of the sentence is that you is not here. So she or he cannot hug this you. So this is the skill number 16. In this skill, listen for 2 and 3 part verbs. So these verbs are expressions that include a verb and one or more particles such as in, on, at. And the skill number 17 is listen for idioms. Idioms are special expressions in a language. This special expression describes one situation in life but are applied to many different areas of life. I think enough for this understanding for this listening section. I hope I will get better for the explain about this. So see you next time.